Do you know about this? There's a character, a fictional horror character, seducing kids into violence, and now an attack has struck just down the road in Hamilton County. So tonight, our Wale Aliu takes you into the dark world of Slenderman.
This mother admits her daughter's writings and drawings have always been dark, but she never thought her 13-year-old would imitate one of the characters she referenced.
She was in the kitchen waiting for me, and she was wearing a white mask.
She says the person who started attacking her with a knife was not her daughter, but a character.
She had her hood up and she had her hands covered with the sleeves.
After hearing about the two Wisconsin 12-year-olds accused of stabbing their friend 19 times because they wanted to please Slenderman, this mom thinks the fictional horror character also had an influence on her daughter.
We found things that she had written, and she made reference to Slenderman.
I don't think we should be concerned about people who are interested in Slenderman or who are making videos or who are writing Slenderman stories. That doesn't disturb me. What does are people who go further, right? Slenderman is real and I have to please him.
Social deviance professor R. Gibson says Slenderman has tons of literature and tons of video online. He says Slenderman is like any other fictional horror character. He says it's not just what your child is reading and watching, it's what they're getting from it.
There's a big difference between someone who just reads fiction that they find is well written and captivating for them because they like the themes of it, and someone who's saying, yeah, and that's how I want to live my life.
It is overwhelming. I've never even heard of Slenderman, actually, but if you think about all the stuff on the internet, TV, it's just really hard. Video games, it's difficult to keep track.
To recognize a problem does not necessarily take rocket science, it takes involvement. What movies do you like? I like these kinds of movies. Don't make it a one-way street, make it a two-way conversation.
Because sometimes that fictional character is no longer fictional.
We do have to police what they do and what they read.
For Fox 45 News, I'm Wale Aliu.
Art nailed it, he always does. That 13-year-old daughter is now in juvenile detention. Her mom tells us the girl has a history of mental instability.
And Jack, that 12-year-old Milwaukee girl who police say was stabbed 19 times by two friends who said they wanted to please Slenderman has been released from the hospital. Family friends say she is thrilled to be home.
You know, it's a relief to be in a familiar environment versus being in the hospital with doctors and nurses in and out of her room, you know, constantly. So she's resting at home and improving every day.
Support for the girl has been huge. The campaign Hearts for Healing has already raised more than $40,000 to help her family with her medical bills.